What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy Sealz, the man. Thank you for coming back as we enter another nighttime edition episode. Classics, right? Classics. As y'all know, and for those who don't know, this channel is for understanding the mind of good men, decent men, men who are about something, men who are about you. I've always wanted to create a channel that was based on positivity, because the world has enough negativity, especially when it comes about men. So this channel is all about good vibes and good men. And the basic inspiration for this channel, my channel, are my two young nieces. So that when they become of our age, they will understand good men and look for good men and hopefully not fall into the traps of the opposite. And in keeping that in mind, I'm going to talk about some energies today, some essences, some spirits, the vibes that you get from certain types of men. Have you ever noticed that when you're around a certain type of guy, he gives off a certain type of essence, a certain type of feeling? He makes you feel a certain type of way, but it's based on who he is and what he's about. And tonight I'm gonna talk about the essence, the vibes that you get from men who are good spirited. But before I start, make sure you follow me, like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button below the video box. And once again, thank you for being here. Let's begin. We are able to categorize good people and bad people, people who are for us and people who are against us. We are able to categorize these type of people based on how they make us feel and how we feel about them. Feelings are a big part of understanding the type of person that you're with, or that you're dealing with, or that you're even talking to. It is important to decipher and detect. And the first essence, the first spirit that a good spirited man will give you is selflessness. When you are around a good spirited man, he does not mind talking about you. He does not mind putting himself to the side a little bit and getting to know you. He does not mind giving you the stage to present yourself, to talk about yourself, to talk about the things you like, the things you dislike, what's your goals in life. He does not mind, because a good spirited person is about fruitfulness, and one cannot be fruitful without there being seeds spread somehow, some way. We cannot bloom if I'm the only tree. So he does not mind spreading so that you may flourish too. Good spirited men are not men who are all about themselves and make the conversation about themselves, straight up dominating the conversation to show you what they got. And I'm not saying this is a bad man. I'm not saying this is a bad person, but this is a huge trait of a man who has a good spirit. Let's go on to the next type of spirit and essence and energy that a good spirited man has, and that is, he is an inputter, which makes him a person of inputting. When you're talking with a guy, a good spirited guy who is an inputter, he puts in. It doesn't feel like you're talking to yourself. He gives feedback. He's matching your energy. He's excited to talk to you just as much as you are excited to talk to him. He is inputting. Have you ever, because I know I have been in this situation before, have you ever been in a conversation with someone and you're talking to them and the energy is not reciprocated? It seems like you're wasting your time. You're wasting your energy. You're showing all this interest and it's not being returned because that person is not trying to put any type of input in. It sucks. The thing about input is it shows effort. It shows that you want to talk to me. It shows that you want to be in this conversation with me. And that is a good energy because it shows interest. It shows initiation. It shows want. It shows desire. And also, I just want to make y'all understand that this doesn't have to be a romantic thing. This can be about anything: business, faith, work, health, anything. A good spirited man is going to feed back to you. He's going to give. He's going to invest in the conversation that y'all having, and it's going to be evident. The next type of spirit and energy and vibes that you will get from a good spirited man is that he is an optimist. Now, this is one of my favorite things for a multitude of reasons. Being an optimist has its levels, and the reason why I'm saying that is because it could be a great thing with the right person, and it can also be a terrible thing with, I won't say the wrong person, but a person who is not ready for your optimism. Let me give you an example. I used to have a very close friend back in the day, and she was a big pessimist. So she would come to me and she would tell me about the argument that she had with her coworker that day, what she hates about life, the way someone talked to her that day and why she didn't like it. And trust me, I get it. We all go through those situations. But with her, it was an everyday thing. And because she was one of my closest friends, I cared about her. And I cared about the things she went through. So I would be there for her, I would listen to her, and I would give her solutions or suggestions or ways she can avoid those issues or get out of those ruts or prepare herself mentally to prepare for those things. But after a while, I realized she just didn't want that from me. Like anytime I would give her a suggestion or try to help her out, she would flip it back on me as if I'm on the side of the issue. And I'm like, whoa, listen, I'm trying to help you. Remember, I'm your friend. I was always trying to make light of the situation because I didn't want her so down in her downs. It really sucks seeing someone you care about, a close friend of yours, being down all the time. And honestly, it started to drain me because anytime she would call me or text me, I knew it was going to be something that she was either complaining about or some kind of issue. It was never a positive thing. And we ended up having a falling out because one day I just couldn't take it no more. And I had an honest conversation with her. I said, hey man, I've been trying to help you for years and all you do is complain and come to me and harbor on your downs, and I don't want you to be down, but when I try to help you, you reject me, and I just can't handle this any longer. And we kind of just went our ways from then. And that is what I mean when I say being an optimist can be tough sometimes, because not everyone wants to hear that. But when it comes to a good-spirited man, especially if you are in a relationship with a good-spirited man, you will realize that he is always going to be an optimist for you. When you're having your downfalls, when you're having your bad days, when you feel like giving up, your good-spirited man is going to lift you up. He's going to have your back. He's going to give you that subtle reminder like, hey, you are not alone. I am here with you. You have a support system. We are family. I love you. He's going to say those things for you because he is of good spirit. No good spirit wants to see another spirit down or going through it. And like I said earlier, not everyone can handle my method of solution seeking, but for me, when you come to me with a problem, I am not going to help you dive deeper into that problem. I am not going to elaborate on it. I am not going to gossip on it. I'm going to hear you. I'm going to take it in, and we're going to find a solution. What can we do right now today to make you get out of this situation, to get out of this problem, to get out of this issue? I will help you if you are willing, because I hate to see people stuck in issues. I want the best for people. So if you have a good-spirited man on your side, you will notice that he is an optimist for you. The next type of energy that I'm going to talk about that you will feel from a good-spirited man is that he is a praiser. A good-spirited man praises you. He celebrates you. He champions you. He makes you feel good about your small wins, and he makes you feel even more confident about your big wins. He makes you feel good on your losses. He's going to praise you, especially if you are a hard worker. He sees all the things you do behind closed doors, behind the curtains. He celebrates you. You'll notice with good-spirited men that they have good energy when it comes to good times, good moments, moments deserving of praise. They are easily with that. You don't have to force them to act this way. They are truly happy for you. But you'll also notice when it comes to bad spirits, there's another type of energy that you feel. But I won't get into that. I'm going to actually make a video about bad spirits on my next video, so make sure you look out for that, alright? But when it comes to good-spirited men, they make you feel seen. They remind you of your gifts, of your victories, of your wins. You will not feel unseen with a good-spirited man. And the last energy of a good-spirited man that I will talk about is a man of cause and effect. Now I'm going to explain what I mean by cause and effect. A man who is of cause and effect is a man who is a product of his experiences and who has invested in his rising. A man who has invested in his takeover of all the tribulations that he had in his life. A man who has beat the odds. A man who was talked about but now talked to is a man of cause and effect. He has a lot to lose. These type of men have been through a lot. These type of men have been through the mud. They've experienced some crazy things. But now they are at a point in their lives where they have overcame all of that. And now they are better because of it. You see, these type of good-spirited men are able to give a testimony. They have a foundation because of the scar tissue that they build up throughout their whole life's experiences. When you come across a good-spirited man who has taken these things and become better because of it, that is the type of man that you want to be with, be around, and be associated with, because he will be inspiring to you. A lot of these type of men are of faith. A lot of these type of men know what it feels like to have nothing. And because of all of those negatives in their life, they are all about the positive now. And you want that around you. It exudes from these type of men. Just talking about this gave me a visual. I thought about how happy a person is when they've beaten cancer. I think about how many lives are changed for the better after beating the odds. I think about how many minds are forever altered after going through a crazy storm and able to bask in the sunlight. I think about the difference it makes when someone makes it through. A man, a good-spirited man who has made it through is going to show you his appreciation of life. He has a different mindset, a different perspective of life. He knows that life is not for play, and you will feel that, and hopefully he will show that to you. Tonight's video is all about positivity and what it feels like to be around a man who is good-spirited. And just from internet brother to you, if you are ever around a man who gives you the opposite of these feelings, put your shoes on, tie them, get your big bag, because I know a lot of y'all got these big, humongous bags, and exit, because you do not need that. And I will talk about those types of things on my next video. Thank you for being here, another nighttime edition episode, and I will see y'all on my next video. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.